Hi guys, Paddy here from Practice Now. We're just off the back of our second great event in Dublin at the weekend, our second Practice Now conference. And just thought I'd summarise 10 of the key points that we found, 10 of the key topics that were coming up over the weekend, and summarising some of the previous material that we've put out there. So 10 things that you should do for your business. If you follow these 10 simple steps, your business will definitely improve. A lot of you may be doing some of these steps, but making sure you're doing all of them. First one was email. Okay, just chatting about email. We chatted about the black hole of time that is email. So what we talked about is reference our book of the month from May, which is Tools of Titans, is finding 2 half-hour blocks, or 2 segments of time blocks, morning and later in the afternoon, to just do emails. Making sure that you don't do emails first thing in the morning, because then it becomes reactive. And you're chasing your day, and you can end up spending a long time doing emails. So just a certain amount of time, and really think about the emails that you get and trying to delegate them off. A morning routine. So I'm definitely one for having a morning routine. I spoke to some of the guys before about the fact that I get up at 5, I have a certain thing that I do, a certain process that I go through, and again referencing Tools of Titans, things that successful people apparently get up early. It may or may not suit you, but look at things like maybe a couple of minutes of visualization, some reinforcement, exercising early in the morning. That's one of the key things. So spending 20-30 minutes doing some exercise, be that gym or doing some exercise or stretching at home. Some family time as well, so you have that in the bank, you have that sorted before you even start your working day. Using your time wisely, that's number 3. Let's think about if you're traveling, if you're commuting, using your time to make some important phone calls, listening to podcasts, educating, developing yourself, but using that time wisely. A lot of time can be lost in our daily commute. Point number 4, which we're going to look at, is thinking about a big, hairy, audacious goal. Okay, it's referenced in some of the leadership books, but that's the goal. That's what we're aiming for. So that can be something as simple as, I want to have a £1 million turnover practice. I want to see X amount of patients in the next 3 years. It's whatever your individual goal is, but that's there. It's written somewhere in a book, it's emblazoned on your wall, whatever it is, but you need to have that big, hairy, audacious goal. The other thing we referenced, a lot of healthcare practitioners have struggles with, they run into issues with partnerships, they run into issues with accountants, with cash flow. It's having a good network and a good team behind you. And that network and team can consist of a good accountant, a good solicitor, a good financial advisor. There are 3 key things, and sometimes we shirk off the kind of, oh God, they're going to cost me a few quid. It's worth its weight in gold when you run into issues. The other thing which we reference is contracts, the importance of having a contract in place if you're in a partnership, the importance of having a contract in place with suppliers. You don't expect anything to happen. When it does, that piece of paper can be worth its weight in gold. Defining your avatar. That's something we talked about. So your ideal client. So what is your ideal client? And we looked, put into the group a little bit of a PDF talking about what does your avatar hear, see, do. Okay, so basically your ideal client, where do they hang out, what do they do, who do they hang out with, and it kind of gives you a bit of a system for approaching them, for engaging where they hang out, engaging, speaking their language. So what we think about is our material and marketing material. So if you have a key demographic that you're aiming for, is making sure your material resonates with them and helps solve their problems. Point number 7 was the magic number. So looking at the magic number, what is your magic number? So magic number will be the number of clients you need to see per month to help you achieve your net profit. So gross profit, all your income, taking away all your outgoings, what is your net profit at the end of the month? Do you know your net profit? Do you know that each month your business is taking home €10,000, £10,000? You need to know these numbers. You need to know how many clients you need to see / your practice need to see. That's super important. Auditing yourself and your team. So making sure that you sit down with your team, have clear KPIs as regards what you want them to achieve, documenting this, reviewing every month, and being honest and being critical in cases where it has to be. Don't let something stew. Just say, look, we discussed this twice before, this is my expectation, this is what you need to be achieving. But also at the same time, if they do very well, making sure that you compliment them on that and you set other clear KPIs. That's super important. Batching was something we talked about. We can get caught up in the running of our day. So we talked about having a block, maybe 2 hours a week for marketing. That's blocked off, that's marketing time, and that can be blogs, that can be phone calls, that can be social media scheduling. But that is in there and that has to be done. Marketing your business is one of the most important things. Last thing we chat about is getting yourself an accountability partner, a mentor, a business coach. It's something that we're obviously doing with Practice Nav, and we're finding some great success with health professionals. Most other professions do it, so personal trainers, all the way through the professions. As health professionals, we don't seem to have that impetus to go and do that. We tend to plough the lonely furrow and not seek support. So it's something that we either say, look, you can have a chat with us for Practice Nav. If not, you need to get yourself an accountability partner. So the issue with being self-employed or having your own business is that who's there checking on you? Who's there making sure that you've done that thing or achieved that goal? So to help you and your business progress to achieve and to achieve what your potential is, you need to have somebody checking in on you and making sure you're doing what you should do. Okay, there are 10 little points. As ever, we'll do a live later on in the week and drop us a message if you have any other questions. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye bye.